Now that the meeting is over, we're going to talk for 10 minutes. Well, which is worth one glass of water or diamond. What?
That's the story, isn't it? Some people think it's a diamond, while others think a glass of water is worth more. I'm listening, and I think you're more valuable.
This is because Mr. and Mrs. my apprentice. But most people say it's water. If you ask, you'll understand. But then you don't have water. For in the middle of the desert, they say that even if you have diamonds, if you don't have water, you can't live. We can't live. That water is more valuable. You see, well, oh, I'm saying that the answer is diamonds. Why? There are no deserts in Japan. And I'm not going abroad. It's here. The problem is, unless we were born in Saudi Arabia or something, but if we say we're going to the desert, we're going to go sightseeing or something, I feel like I'm wandering around the entrance to the desert. Nobody here. Already to the middle of nowhere. It's crazy to think in your head that you're going to the desert when you can't think about going.
Because we imagine things that don't exist. We imagine things that don't exist. And we imagine anxieties. That's what's wrong.
Do you understand? I'm not saying that because I want diamonds. This. If it was one diamond in Japan. Oh, if it was one diamond in Japan. A glass of water is enough to fill the pool, and a glass of water is enough to get you around the neighborhood. I mean, water. Well, I'll give you a drink. Japan has an abundance of water. Such a water. Even though I was born in a country with abundance, when I think that a cup of water or a diamond is more precious, I basically understand in my head that if I go to the desert and there is no water, it is wrong. People can't be happy. There is no such thing. If you think about the worst, you can think of a lot of things unattended, you know. So you have to remember that. Ah, no matter how much you are, it will move. Oh, when I say stuck, it's the structure in my head. It's crazy to think that Hawaii's water is more important. It's actually from my parents' generation. The brain thinks that way because it has been input into the brain. Do you understand? Well, that law is that if you see a cockroach and say it, there will always be someone in your family who doesn't like cockroaches. The first thing I was told was gay, and it got into my head. I think it's amazing to be an adult. There's a lot of trust for kids. I trust you. My parents were like, wow. So I thought something terrible had happened. Oh, you know, cockroaches came out all over the family. It's like I'm beating it to death. Oh, it's just a bug that has come out. Oh, you see, but when you hear it first, it's in your brain. Leverage. is almost in the minds of Japan people, and it calls out unhappiness.
It's been input. Has it been that way since your parents' generation? There's no way you're going to come out without even sitting down.
Do you understand?
If you don't stop doing that, no matter how much you say you're going to be in a good mood, you can't be in a good mood because you have a lot of things to worry about. So, how much of that worry is wasted? What? In other words, your basis is that when you compare diamonds and water, water is born in this water-rich country.
You think about being in the middle of the Arabian desert.
You know, you have to stop doing that. What? If you're not getting enough nutrition, you can calm down and take supplements. Do you understand? How many hours does it take to get from Tokyo to Osaka by bullet train? If there are no trains or anything, etc. Once this world is created, it doesn't go away for a while, just for a moment. Trains can stop. It's not like the bullet train is going to disappear. If you're worried about the impossible, jealousy won't make you happy. The body takes supplements. Also, I've been talking a lot lately, and I need to clean up the house. You know, people who can't organize are because they want to have a period. You have to throw it away. When in doubt, throw it away. It's the principle of a person who can't be thrown away. If what do you think you will do if you end up using this?
It's like a cup of water in the desert.
If you don't use it now, you won't use it forever. Something that can be used well. They say it's a waste if you throw it away. That's what a woman from Africa said.
There was a word in Japan that it was a waste. Meiji. There were no things in the Taisho era.
You see, there's a surplus of things right now, and things that can't be used are taking up the room.
Things you don't use are occupying.
I live in a cramped place for things I don't use.
A long time ago, my bag. Take everything. You took this and took a picture of it, and you rented a room for it, and it cost 60,000 yen. That's 700,000 a year, about once a year.
I threw it away because I begged it. Have you seen 100,000 sandals and he bought them?
It's a room. A room is a place to feed a human tree.
It's a place to recharge your feelings. But there are things that I don't use. Something, if it is placed, useless vibrations come out of it, and the person gets tired.
So, whether it's a beating, a neurosis, or a suicide, there's never a house that's organized. That is. I'm tired from being outside, and I'm coming home, and I'm in a state where my energy is drained. I understand.
If you have it and throw it away when in doubt, you understand. Do you understand? So when you have it, you use something that excites you.
I don't use anything that doesn't excite me. So, people who have a lot of useless things live in society surrounded by useless people and useless things. So,
It's going to your life. So, there are old newspapers, books, and books.
it's very important, except for books. Read one time. I don't read the book, but if I want to read it again, I buy it again.
Oh Lord. Hold on, there is a lot of luggage to represent a poor person's house, even on TV. So the rich man's house has a lot of luggage. Do you understand why? Are you watching TV? There's a lot of clutter, and it's a poor man's house. And
Old luggage and things you don't use. Oh, if only I had met Mr. Miss the other day. Apparently it's stuffed in a closet. I'm so tired when I sleep in my room. Morning, I don't wake up. I can't help but be tired. That's where the vibrations come from. Throw away what you don't need. Soft 80% of the way I don't need it. What you don't need. People will only buy what they need, so they will save money.
it's like keeping things you don't even use.
Humans really don't have money. It's useless. You know that you have an idea, but you can't throw things away. Maybe I'll use it someday.
What? Buy it when you use it someday.
I think I'll use it someday. I'll use it, and it would be a shame if I made my luck worse. Don't try to clean it up. What does tidying up mean? Throwing away. For some reason, there are so many things I don't need that I can't get rid of.
What really is.
Even before this, your mother, Mr. Miss, passed away, and you said that you have a lot of kimonos.
You only have male siblings.
Should I take only one photo as a souvenir? Don't take what you don't wear. And don't think you're going to give it to someone someday. That's when you don't have it. Nowadays, no one wants to wear a full suit when they can buy a new one cheaply. Like Hanai-chan and Mr. LS. If it's special, if the president has it, it's okay if you want to have it. But that's not the case for ordinary people.
There's that disaster area now, isn't it?
Even in the disaster area, I don't need old things anymore. I don't need them anymore. What?
When Shimamuraya opens, I want to wear what I like.
Yes, already. I'm happy when I'm covered in waves and I don't have anything to wear. That kind. It's not an emergency. Excuse me. The next one is 1,000 years away. It seems to only happen once. Every 1,000 years.
You can't take 1,000 years.
You understand?
So, at the same time that bad vibrations come out of such a place, bad spirits accumulate there. Hey, another day. Even the other day. My child refuses to go to school and goes crazy, and he says a lot of things, and there are a lot of things next to the child's room.
I call it a shed, but it's piled with junk.
That. Waves come out of the gunk.
My brain is going crazy. There are conflicts in the house, relationships and conflict.
Whenever there is a conflict in a relationship, the house is a mess. Aren't you trying to organize or tidy up?
It actually takes more energy to throw away than to buy.
It's going to accumulate. When you throw it away properly, you don't buy useless things, and you really need them. The good stuff. Well, come to buy. I'm going to shop. You understand? Really good stuff. When you buy what you need, you're surrounded by what you need, and you're left with your precious money. Don't be careful about what you're going to buy. It's what we have. What you have now is moving you by the vibrations. Well, human beings are proud, and if they don't die, they die. It's going to be bad luck. So, even if I say this, I don't think everyone will understand. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't believe it. Fortune is getting worse and worse. If you have a strange accident or a lot of unpleasant things happen, hey, what are you doing? And such. Guess they're not having it. A lot of garbage. What I don't use, each are garbage. It can still use. They say it's a waste because they don't wear it, even if they buy it, if they don't wear it yet.
But if they don't wear it even once, they don't need it.
I'll give you. If people don't like it, throw it away. You'll have to start over. I know. I have to do that and teach them that kind of thing from now on. Is it good for your body to drink diet green juice? That's fine. That's fine. What if the house you are supposed to rest in is the one that is stealing your vibrations? That's a very painful and lossy thing. If it's a waste, it's much more wasteful. Well, you understand. In the desert, a lot of water is certainly precious. You know, I'm sorry, it's like Africa. If it were a developing country, I would like to have clothes that can be caught. If it's Africa, if it's a desert, I want water. But right now, it's what Japan needs the most. And a space where you feel at ease. Do you understand? You see, the Buddhist altar is the residence of your ancestors, and there are various souvenirs and things you have bought in it, but it is useless if you stab it in a mess. If your ancestors can't rest. And the house is exactly the same. I clean the altar. Only the Buddhist altar was cleaned. Do you understand? Weird things in the house. You have to throw them away. People who live in garbage houses, people around you say garbage houses.
It's not garbage for that person, so they don't throw it away.
From the neighborhood's point of view, it's garbage. Hold on. Ow. There are various contractors, Mr. Miss, and there are people who Mr. Miss help and pay for cleaning. I just can't throw it away. You can't throw away other people's things, and even if you can help with cleaning, you can throw them away. Such as... You know what? Throw away all kinds of things. I'm really surrounded by things I don't need. No life. How? 80% of the people who are doing bad don't even use it. It's junk. I'm surrounded by junk. I'm living my life. I want to improve my luck. I don't mind saying a lot of things, but I can't leave. I'm going to use it someday. Think of it the same way as the story of diamond and water. There's so much that there is no such thing in this country. Should I buy it next time I drive? It's the same as the sandals on my bag. I put it out about once a year, and I can't put it out. It's hard just to clean it up, so I don't know how to get it in. No, I have to make sure that doesn't happen. Which is a waste. We have to make it a group that doesn't use it, but thinks it's a waste to make it unlucky. You know what? Yeah? You know what? Let's take care of things. That's good. Alright. Bees? But please take care of the space you live in as well. Take the plunge. Once. Throw it away. If you stop buying extra things. For some reason, throwing it away is energy. Pick up things you don't need. Suddenly, it's a characteristic of poor people to buy. Floating spirits followed me again in such places, and the economy was good with floating spirits.
There are no rich people, so the poor think is poor. The poor god is the street, but the poor god is a floating spirit.
Floating spirits are delighted. Don't make it a livable house. Be a part of the If you go to the desert, water is important. What? Water? You've been thinking about it since you said you're going to the desert, and you're not going to do it. Foolishness. Thinking and clouding judgment. This is a third-rate tidying technique, and that's what I've been saying for a long time. It's a really weird vibration. It can also make you sick. Fortunes will also deteriorate. If you don't believe it, even if it's after you meet it, let's clean it up.
It's more of a throwaway than a cleanup.
If you throw it away, it will be clean. So even if you already do it, red will accumulate in the house.
That's why you always need something you don't need in the store. Is there a method? Isn't it a waste? Ideas are the words of the poor. I've been collecting things that I don't even use. It's a waste. Think about your health. Think about the place. It's much healthier that way. People who don't like that will leave things behind, and good things will remain.
It saves you money and makes you healthier. Then we'll solve.
Lady, relationships are cleaner.
There are a lot of conflicts in society, and people who are always causing conflicts. I'm always surrounded by junk in my house. Bastard. The problem is, that's the same house and society. Oh. Both of you have your brains organized. Try to get what you don't need. My brain is organized. If you do something in one place, if you throw away something that doesn't exist anymore, it takes about 3 months to throw it away. Throw it away, throw it away, and throw it away, and throw it away. Well, that's half a year for some people. Some people are 3 months old, but one place at a time. If you throw it away in one place, it's going to be refreshing. So your luck will improve and you'll be energetic. Because it gets brighter. Because it feels cold. Because if you throw it away, if you put it in one place, you will not be able to leave it untouched next time. And it will be refreshing and beautiful. You understand? You know, people who commit suicide, people who can't get out because they're depressed, people who have something mental. Anyway, be surrounded by junk and always have weird vibrations coming out of it. There's a floating spirit there. So why is it dark and dreary?
Oh, well, it's a shrine. No shrine anywhere. No shrine anywhere. The shrine thing. And creatures on earth. There's much, much.
If you state your own house cleanly, you're human.
It's human. You know, it's human.
It's clean and
Also,
well, this. When I went with my sister, Mr. Mus, before the landlord, Mr. Mus cleaned my room. But the landlord, Mr. M, they make the whole things dirty. I don't care about people. Hold on. Hold on. You can't clean your neighbor's house. Is the person next to you the next person's practice? If like it. I was called to live there from the beginning, really, to get out of the warehouse, to look at aging and other things, and to live in a beautiful place. I'm okay with that, so that's what I got into.
Do you understand?
I'm trying to get clean, but don't talk about people like my son. If you start to clean yourself, it will gradually affect the people around you. It's a thing about people. The person who's saying is not able to do himself. Often, I'm speaking the language of heaven, but the words that people in the company don't like and don't like are hell words at all. Really, that's why you have to do it well first, and don't care about other people with love that you can't do good. Well, for the time being, this is the end of today's story.